realize that I got a lot to figure out, but as long as I'm focused, it'll bloom. Give it time, yeah, you know this. Hold up, I don't know shit. I came here with hella passion and a big dream, mama, I'm glowing. My enemies folding, I gotta control it, cause I can slip it anytime, yeah, you know this. Fuck it, I'm golden. Learned a couple things about the darkness. I've been to places they liken to Holocaust. I've been around many faces I probably never remember. I lost my mind and I tried to locate it inside the center of her thighs. Open wide, I'm a god, I'm the light. Used to vocalize, but I had to learn the true meaning of desire. Manifest, coming cool, reconnect the light in you. And sometimes I blow a fuse, hey, golden. Yeah, I realize that I got a lot to figure out, but as long as I'm focused, it'll bloom. Give it time, yeah, you know this. Hold up, I don't know shit. I came here with hella passion and a big dream, mama, I'm glowing. My enemies folding, I gotta control it, cause I can slip it anytime, yeah, you know this. Fuck it, I'm golden. I never stay down, cause the sunrise, my tears dried up. Well, I mean I couldn't fall forever, had to rise up. Life can be a beat down and a blessing with disguises. So I check myself, reconnected with myself, redefine my view of wealth. 80 taking over, yeah, your reign is over. Fuck your picking order, hey, I'm spilling over. Your girlfriend fanning the coda, she served it up, Sharapova. You dig it, I dug it up. See, the value is where my heart is holding. Yeah, I realize that I got a lot to figure out, but as long as I'm focused, it'll bloom. Give it time, yeah, you know this. Hold up, I don't know shit. I came here with hella passion and a big dream, mama, I'm glowing. My enemies folding, I gotta control it, cause I can slip it anytime, yeah, you know this. Fuck it, I'm golden.
Hey guys, welcome to your favorite late night sessions with your one and only Bean. I trust you guys are having a lovely mental health May, and yeah, sadly we're in the last week of it, but that doesn't mean we stop our raising awareness for the rest of the year. But anyway, today we have a lovely guest. We are chilling today and we're spilling some beans with new Edison. Yeah, welcome.
Hey, what's good? What's good? Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for your time today. And yeah, where does this interview find you? What are you up to? Is the music in the background? What was the last song you listened to?
No, I'm just chilling actually. I was listening to a playlist on Spotify and headsets on, so I'm sitting on my bed in my bedroom.
Yeah,
Uh, Quite relaxed. I've got my gown on. So yeah, man. I'm very, very chilled right now.
that's a whole vibe.
Yeah.
That's a whole vibe. So let's get the basic questions out of the way.
Let's
Who's
do
New
it.
Edison? What's New Edison all about? Just give us a bite size of who you are and what you're all about.
Well, first of all, my name is Lita Mtwaba,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm 27 years old, and yeah, I've been rapping for like 10 years now. It's about 10 years. I'm going
Whoa.
on my 11th year. So I started when I was 17, but that was
Mm-hmm.
just rapping. I think the music and like the whole officialness of it like really came around when I was like 21, 22, because I
Yeah.
was still trying to figure it out. But yeah, I'm a young man who just loves making music. Like it really is my passion. I'm a fan first.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I've always known that I was a fan. But when the option for me or the opportunity for me to take it up as like a career, it was really dope. It was really cool because it doesn't feel like work. I can do
Yeah.
this in my sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. First of
Yeah.
all, I must say I'm pretty upset that you're older than me because you look way younger than
Yeah, no, I've got a baby face. I do have a baby face. I've got a baby face, that's for sure.
me.
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 26.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's not that bad. You're my sister's age.
It's not that bad, but I'm just like, mm-mm. The genes, though. The genes. Okay,
Yeah,
so
the genes.
who or what would you say inspired your journey in the industry?
Yo, okay. So are you talking musicians or are you talking just anybody?
Anything that sparked the interest, be it a musician, be it a family member, be it a story of your life experience kind of thing.
Okay, well, all right. So basically, for me, as I said, I've always loved music. Like I've always been a huge fan. I think I've been obsessed with downloading music since the beginning of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've never always known what I wanted to do with my life. So when this came to me, and it was crazy because it was like staring at me the whole time. But I guess, some awareness needs to be developed first. So
Yeah.
um, that happened. And but the thing is, before I realized that, during my life, I had a lot of influences. So my parents, they love music too. They're not
Mm-hmm.
musicians, but they love music. I know my mom she loves soul music. She loves R&B. My dad is a big jazz fan. He also
Mm-hmm.
likes a lot of funk music, a lot of basically just all those genres that have the blend. Oh, and some classic music too. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, I was always exposed to a variety or an array of like different genres. And
Yeah.
hip hop is my pride and joy. I've always loved hip hop. And the first project I ever got was Country Grammar by Nelly,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is not common because I didn't grow up listening to Tupac, Biggie, um,
It's really not
you
common
know.
because I was expecting you to say Eminem, Biggie, Tupac.
No, but here's the thing though. Right after Nelly, I got my first Eminem album.
Okay.
So yeah, there is Eminem for sure. I think just also my family, like my cousins were very big gangster rap fans.
Mm.
And my brother, he grew up in the 90s. He was born in the 80s. So he put
Yeah.
me on like most Def, Notorious B.I.G., Talib Kweli, like all of those guys. So I had a lot of education growing up, and my dad was an entertainment lawyer in the South African industry.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so he
So
did
you
a
got
lot. I
you
mean,
got the best of both sides, like yeah.
yeah, exactly. So the nice thing about my dad is that he always, from a young age, he always taught me the business side of the industry,
Yeah.
because it was always a thing that, our legends always die with no money or retire with no money, and it was
Yeah,
always a
that's
thing of
true.
like, read your contracts. If you can't, get someone who can read them for you, sign a good publishing deal, independent, own your masters, all of that,
Yeah,
so he
understand your
basically just kind of.
contracts.
Exactly. And, he basically just prepared me for that whole, because I won't lie, it is very, very nerve-wracking and it's very stressful because the easy part is making the music, but once you got to put it in business, if you don't do it properly, it won't be fun anymore. It takes the fun out of it. So my
Yeah.
dad was always there as an influence, as well, just as a very advisory role, and obviously as my father.
Mm.
And the musicians that inspired me were well, some musicians like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, yes, J. Cole, for me, when he dropped Friday Night Lights, I think that's when I first got my sign that, okay, I think that this is what I need to do. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't only need to just do it for the sake of doing it. I got to do it with a purpose, do
Yeah.
it in a way that will fulfill like my journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Awesome stuff. Some deep stuff here. So,
Yeah.
okay, you always knew you loved music, but
Yeah.
I mean, we can't run away from the fact that you're African. And I don't know if your parents are any different, but
Mm-hmm.
parents always want us to have a solid career before
Yes.
us and everything. So, besides music, what would have been your 9 to 5?
Okay, so here's the thing. Um, I really did not know what I wanted to do. So one of the things for me, the main things that I talk about in my music is the fact that growing up, I lacked self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not know who I was, let alone what I wanted to do. And I just think, I mean, now that I look back in hindsight, I think that what contributed to that was the fact that I was in an institution. Now, I'm very big on education, right?
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
for me, the way that I did it, I wouldn't say it was my first choice. You know, I didn't really like being institutionalized.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it took a lot of ambition away from my life. It took a lot of, yeah, just a lot of like willingness to find what it is, you know, when I was young. Because when you're young, all you really care about is, oh, I gotta do what makes my parents happy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or
Yeah.
you don't really do what you want to do, or you want to do what your friends are doing because it's cool. So
Mm.
I didn't really have my thing. Um, when I was 4, I wanted to be a policeman. Then I wanted to be a lawyer. And like literally, my uncle's a policeman. My dad is a
Yeah.
law by profession. So I didn't have my own thing. You know, it was kind of
Yeah,
like I was
you're
just
just
floating.
mirroring everything that you're seeing around you.
Exactly, dude. Because I just didn't want to feel lost. But the truth is, I was,
Mm.
and I was for a very long time. Yo, I wish I could tell
Yeah.
you, very long time. So the cool thing is though. Um, Even though I hate, like not hated, you know, I have to use the word hate, disliked
Mm.
school and varsity and just like being like like confined, you know. I don't like being
Yeah.
confined and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So the one thing it did help me with was that it gave me time to mature. It gave me time to make mistakes in a safe environment to make them.
Mm.
Because I won't lie, I had a lot of like I had a lot of moments where I was not okay, and you know, I felt like um, I just felt like I was floating, man. It's not nice to feel like that, but
Yeah.
eventually something big happened in my life in 2018, and yeah, it kind of just sparked the self-discovery journey, and since then it's been amazing. Like it's quite, I won't lie, it is quite grueling as well, because when you're away, you're awake. And when you're
Yeah.
awake, there are things that you can't unsee and there are things that you can't avoid, you know. But
Mm.
it comes with, it's just another level of being self-aware, you know. You can never be asleep, you can never relax. This is life, you
Yeah.
know. But we
Yeah.
also, with that being said, you know, I also learned to just be less hard on my, to be patient. I think patience is probably the main theme in my life.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, but during that time, I guess, you know, finished my varsity degree, got a bachelor's degree in strategic management from Monash.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I finished in 2018 actually. And
Mm-hmm.
basically, once I finished that, my dad then came to me and he said, you know what? Now I can tell you why I made you get this degree. So I was like, why? And he says to me, and I was in his office. So
Mm-hmm.
he writes, like he was writing on the board, and he was just trying to give me like a visual representation of like the music industry, the business of it.
Yeah.
And he said, no, the reason why I did this is not because I didn't believe you would make it in the industry or in your career. It's
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted you to be able to structure your thoughts with with an academic mind, and that is
Hmm.
what my degree afforded me. Yeah, which was pretty cool. So I guess, you know, it wasn't a waste of time. It wasn't a great time, but it was valuable. You know, it turned out to be valuable, and I don't regret it at all.
Some deep stuff
Yeah,
right there.
yeah,
That is some deep stuff right there. I mean, first of all, for you to admit that, I was lost. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I did it. And I finally found myself. Like you painted a picture for us, and it's very rare that young people
yeah,
put themselves in that frame of mind to say, okay, I need to know what I'm doing and why I did what I did, and to like try
yeah,
and
exactly,
put everything together. Not everyone has that kind of,
exactly. But also, it's
but
okay. You don't have to understand everything. That's what I also
yeah,
learned.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But hey, kudos to you for
exactly.
finding yourself.
Thanks, man. Shout out to you.
So, what have been some of your greatest challenges in your journey, and what did you find to be your greatest attribute when it comes to your work ethic to maybe combat those challenges?
Um, yo, so with self-awareness comes like a lot of like you get super protective of yourself, and you never want, you kind of like have your walls up and like a situation or a person.
Yeah.
So for me, I won't lie, I do have challenges with self-doubt. I've got challenges with impatience. I've got challenges with, yeah, just past hard like experiences, painful experiences, heartbreak,
Yeah.
those kind of things were really, really they were instrumental in finding myself. By the way, when I said I'm still finding myself, I haven't found. I think it
Okay,
is a
but you're
lifelong
on the
journey to
right
do
path.
that.
But you're
Yeah, but I
on the
do know what my
path
purpose
now.
is. Yeah, I'm on the
Exactly.
path. I'm on the path.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so basically for me, I just think that with those challenges, those mental health related challenges, it's important to actually just dive into it. You can't avoid it, you can't suppress it. I think true strength comes from vulnerability. So you might as well just let your guard down from yourself, you know, so that you can see yourself, and it becomes easier to work on yourself, and I think for me, my biggest challenge was doing that. I'm still doing it, and I've found since I've started, because you have to be fearless to do this. It's very scary, but
Yeah,
it's
it
very, very
is.
good. It's very healthy, yeah.
It is.
And I feel like, yeah, and I feel like for me, my music has improved because my writing is better. It's more honest. It's deeper, um, and and I know for a fact that it's gonna help people, besides me, people, because I know people can relate to
Yeah, it
these
makes it more
experiences.
relatable. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think, for me, I think it's very important to just remain as human as possible.
Yeah. I mean, I was
You know?
having a
Yeah.
conversation with another friend, I think it was a couple of months ago, if not last month. And
Uh-huh.
this whole issue of seeing yourself, he mentioned the fact that even from the time he was a kid, he used to love looking at himself in the mirror. And, not just looking at yourself in the mirror to see how you look, but like really
Yeah.
looking at yourself. And I could totally relate to that because there's been a couple of times where I'm in a space of some sort and I just find myself looking at myself in the mirror and not just looking to see that I see me, but like
Yeah.
really looking and letting my
Can I tell you
thoughts.
something crazy?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've actually never told anyone this. I can't remember telling anyone this. But so for me, I think before I discovered like self-awareness,
Yeah.
I actually noticed that when I used to dream, like when I'm sleeping, and when I used to like kind of like imagine myself or dream of myself, I would
Yeah.
never see myself. Like it would be difficult to see like myself. I don't know if you understand what I'm getting
Yeah.
at.
I understand.
So
Like
that what
it's like
so once I started like this,
you're seeing
yeah, it's
around
like
you,
it's
but
like
not
it's like
you.
it's like I couldn't recognize myself because I was just too blind. I don't know how to like explain it.
I totally get
It's
it. I get it. Like you're blind
I
to your
think,
own self, but you could see everything else, but
yeah,
you couldn't take notice of yourself.
exactly. And I think like these days it's so crazy because now I can see myself in my dreams. I can imagine myself like without having to think really hard. Like, hey, what do I actually look like when I'm not using my own eyes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
So
crazy.
like all of this, and I was putting like in my head right now as you're talking, I'm putting it together with that conversation about the mirror, and I'm like, if you don't know yourself, it's a really, in fact, the whole thing in itself, looking at yourself in a mirror in another way, is scary. It gets weird and
Yeah,
scary at some point. But
it
if you
does.
don't know
But
yourself, if you don't know yourself, it's even worse because it's like,
yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%.
what is
But I
this? And
promise
you
you, it's
start
like,
questioning a lot of things.
yeah, but it's a rewarding journey. It is a
It
rewarding
is.
journey. It's just
It
that
is.
the rewards don't come. They don't come when you want them. They come
Yeah.
when you need them. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so true. So tell us about your new EP, Shine. First of all,
Yeah,
first of
shine.
all, let me give you your accolades.
Oh yeah. Thank you,
You
thank
did the damn
you.
things. You came with the pods. I mean,
Okay. So you've
what
bumped it?
was the I have like. I mean, first of all, I was disappointed that like I waited for quite a while because it wasn't on Spotify, and I'm currently
Oh
not on Apple
yes.
Music. But I was like,
Oh, I'll
where
even.
is it? I was like,
I
where
must
is
tell you the
it?
drama, dude. There was so
I
much
said,
drama out there. But
I
anyways,
spoke to this guy on Friday and he said this thing is gonna be out, but this thing is not out.
oh, and you know, when I spoke to you, I was so sure it was gonna be out. But I'll tell you the drama. So what inspired Shine? So I don't know. Have you heard Bloomer?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So I dropped Light Bloomer last year in August,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Light Bloomer was supposed to be like, in fact, not supposed to be. It is an introduction to basically me realizing this purpose of mine,
Yeah.
and using that to cultivate messages that I can use to communicate those stories and those messages. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, shine for me, because you know the cliche of when you drop Light Bloomer, someone's probably gonna like expect Light Bloomer 2, or you know what I'm saying,
part
or Light Bloomer
part
3.
two and part
But I
three.
didn't want to make it. I didn't want to make it a sequel. I wanted
A
to make it
sequel.
more of
Yeah.
like a. I didn't want to make it a sequel. I wanted to make it a. How do I explain? It's like a more matured version, a
Mm.
more developed version, but obviously much shorter, but more intense as well, because I feel, a lot has happened since Bloomer. I've
Yeah.
done a lot of growing, and there's also new pain, there's new happiness, there's new difficulties and all of that. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of new stuff, right? So I wanted to incorporate all of that into the project. But basically, the main message in Shine is that life doesn't get easier when you're aware. It actually gets a little bit harder, because now you're at this new level that you have now maintain, and while you're maintaining, you need to also level up. You need to advance as well. And while you
Yeah.
do that, there's always new. Everything is new. There's always new opportunities, new challenges. Yes, you are stronger. It's a stronger version of yourself, but it doesn't get any easier,
Doesn't get
because
easier.
there's
Yeah.
nothing.
And now you see things
Yes,
differently. So there's a
exactly.
lot of
So
things that
so
you
I was
didn't
just
take notice of in your first level, but in your second level,
precisely.
yeah.
Yes. So what I was just trying to say is that, sometimes shining doesn't. It's not always about um, being happy. It's not always about goodness. It can be darkness too. It can be the sad things. You can draw power and energy from those things that kind of always make you feel down and stuff. Because even when we're down, or even when we're ugly, we're still beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're still shining. And also, um, what else inspired it? Oh yeah. So I
You were
have
telling me about
a.
the drama why it didn't come to Spotify on time.
I'm getting
What
there. I'm getting there. I
happened?
promise. I'm getting there. Okay. So what happened was that basically, yo, so I'm with Content Connect Africa. They do my
Yeah.
distribution, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now there's this company, and they're from South Africa. So there's this company from Israel, right?
Okay.
They basically wanted to collaborate with CCA for this release. So they basically wanted to release internationally, then CCA would do Africa,
Mm-hmm.
right? Cool. Once we were finalizing like everything, they kind of like we just reached a point of disagreement, but they went
Okay.
silent, right, on the day of release. So then we realized that, oh, they didn't upload it for international
Mm.
release. So then it only made it available in not even Africa. I think it was only available in South Africa on Apple Music. Imagine. So it was such a
You.
disaster, dude. Like it
Yo.
took so much for me to keep it together, and I don't want to go too much in detail because I've actually let go of everything and I'm over the
Yeah,
story.
yeah, yeah.
But for me, I hate letting down my listeners and my supporters. So it was quite stressful. I won't lie. That whole week, I didn't even feel motivated to promote the project because I was like, "Ah, why am I
I
going to promise people?
noticed.
Why am I going to promise things that I can't deliver on?" So I just kept quiet for the
I
first
noticed, and I
week.
was like, I'm also not going to say anything because it probably is a stressful mess of situation. It wasn't on
Yeah, dude.
purpose,
So I was just like,
definitely. But
oh. So I
yeah,
want to be
if the
seen as
star
someone
of
who
the
can
moment is
deliver on their
quiet
promises.
too. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. Stick to my word. So I won't say it was like really, really debilitating, but it was stressful.
yeah,
But I'm glad
yeah.
it's out and everything. And since then, people the reception's been amazing. People are loving it.
Yeah, I'm glad it's out too because I waited. I waited
I can
for a long
imagine.
time.
Shout out to you for waiting. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for bringing the pots.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, comparing to when you first released your first body of work, how different do you see the whole thing now? How different do you see your craft now? How different do you see the fame? How different do you see the whole thing coming together?
Well, for me, I won't lie. Like, it's crazy how when I was a kid, like I cared so much about popularity
Hmm.
and validation and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I do
Yeah.
love appreciation. I do like it when people show me love. But I think for me, it's more important to be able to connect with people and to connect with yourself. So for me, fame is cool and all that. You know, there'll be moments where fame will be handy, but I think the most important part of everything is your vision and how you want to translate your purpose. So I think where I am right now, I feel like things are coming together very well for me. It's becoming
Mm-hmm.
clearer and clearer because I mean I am doing this for the first time.
Yeah.
I wasn't varsity, so I like I started. I only started officially properly because like last year because of COVID.
Mm.
So for me, I think I just want to remain a relatable artist. I want to be able to be someone that people can look up to,
Yeah.
and also just remain myself. I just want to like remain authentically myself. And things I know for a fact that will help with that is making sure of the people that I keep around me. You know,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
support system is very important, and I know they will always like keep me like grounded and level headed because I mean they when I go to them, I'm not new Edison, I'm Lita, and it ends
Mm.
there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love that. I actually love that. So for me, yes, I want to be a big star, but at the same time, I just want to make sure that I remain who I am. I will change
Mm-hmm.
for the better, but I don't want to lose connections that are good for me.
Yeah.
Because especially because I'm a very spiritual person, so for me, my people are important to me,
Yeah.
and it's important that I respect those relationships and myself.
True.
Yeah.
So, there are many descriptions of the ideal state of mind for being creative,
Hmm.
right? What is that like for you? What supports this ideal state of mind for you, and what are the distractions against it? And what are your strategies to also enter into the state more easily?
You mean like with creativity?
Exactly. When you want to get into a space where, okay, I want to sink into my creativity, I want to make some music. What is that like for you? And what
Oh,
usually is the distraction against that? And what
okay.
strategies do you then use to push distractions away and ensure that you really sink into your creative space of mind and be productive?
I well, I light incense. I love incense,
Mm-hmm.
so that always sits the vibe for me. I wear my crystals,
Okay.
um, and I normally play music too. I play some music. just to like start the vibe. This is like now in the context of like studio, before a
Yeah.
studio session.
Yeah.
So I'll play some music. I'm a big tea fan, so I'll probably have some tea.
Okay.
And hey, do you drink tea?
I love tea.
Tea's
My
spiritual,
favorite.
dog.
What's your favorite tea?
Yo, there's so many, eh? There's so
This
many.
is
I'm a
such a
flavored
weird
tea.
conversation for people in their 20s. I love tea. What's your favorite tea?
Cause we old souls, bruh. Nah,
I
dude. Like for
mean, I
me, I
mean.
really like, I really like the peach and apricot tea from Woolworths. It
Okay.
goes up. I actually need to have it. But normally I drink green tea. Green tea is really dope. Goes
I'm
up.
a fan of apple
Uh,
tea mixed with peppermint.
oh, I've never tried that. But I don't like peppermint.
Ah,
I don't like peppermint. But it's
okay.
okay. If it works for you, more power to you. Um, so you were asking me, oh, the ideal state of mind.
Exactly.
So for me, the things that creep in, like obviously negative energy, um,
Mm.
self-doubt when you doubt yourself. Oh my goodness, the biggest for me, I won't lie, it's actually I'm getting better and better at it.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that cripples me is when I start a song and it doesn't come out the way I want it to come out.
Mm.
I won't lie. Then I have like moments of they won't last long, but because the thing is, I've got the discipline to give myself a break when I get like that. But
Yeah.
I have moments. I have moments of like what's the word that they what do they call it? Imposter syndrome.
Okay. Okay.
I have imposter syndrome. I'm like, oh, dude, are you even like who they say you are? Like it, but like it sounds dramatic, but it gets like that. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds
It
really
can be quite.
dramatic and like really for something that happens in a short space of time sounds really complicated.
Yeah, it's really real. It's just because I'm very animated, so it's gonna sound funny, but it's really serious. And it sometimes studio sessions just end like that, or I'll just delete the whole song.
Mm.
Like I'll just delete the whole song. Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
get it out because I feel like it needs to get out, even though it doesn't sound great to me. But I'll delete the song.
Yeah.
Some of the people in my life
Okay.
think I'm crazy for doing that, but I
Well,
think
if it
it's
works for
good.
you, yeah.
It's good to let go. You gotta let go of stuff sometimes.
Yeah, and I guess. But then that sounds
You make
really like
room for new shit.
exactly. If it's not if
Exactly.
it's not up to par, then we move. We want better things.
Exactly, bro. But yeah, man, focused, man. I try to stay focused, but I'm also very like ADD sometimes.
Hmm.
So maybe that is my version of focus.
Yeah, like everyone's levels are different.
Yeah, everybody's got their own rhythm.
Yeah, that's true. So the other thing is collaborations. They come in many different forms.
Uh-huh.
What role do they play in your approach? And like, what are your kind of preferred ways of engaging with other creatives? I mean, there's people who do file sharing, there's people who just jam together, and there's people who just bounce ideas off each other, and then there's people who actually work together on a track. What's your
So
favorite?
I must tell you, dude, I'm a bit of a special case. So um because of my journey, because I've had to like put a lot on hold and like be at school and stuff, because I had an
Mm-hmm.
agreement with my pops or my parents that I would
Yeah.
do school first and then would do the music, right? So
Mm-hmm.
while I was doing it, obviously I was never gonna stop the music, so I needed to like make sure I was polishing and honing my craft. So I'd make
Yeah.
music and just release songs on SoundCloud. Bad quality, but people listened. So shout out to them. And while that was happening, I was refining it, refining my skills.
Yeah.
And for me, I never ever. First of all, I've never been in a studio in my life.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it's always
Wait.
been home studio.
Okay, home studio. Okay.
Yeah, I've never been in a studio,
Okay,
like a
cool.
traditional studio. And because of that, I was never around other artists. I always worked alone. I was always in my
Uh-huh.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Um, Tukudu, my producer, we would just do file sharing because he's in Grahamstown. So he would just send me some beats.
Yeah.
And when I collaborate with people, we just send beats, exchange contracts for royalties, get them signed, PDF that, and move on. It's not the best way, I won't lie. I actually cannot wait until I can be in the same room with, especially my team, because I've actually grown used to working alone. I actually don't want anybody in the room when I'm recording.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that kind of artist. I
Okay.
used to think that was strange, and then I heard Missy Elliott telling someone in an interview, I don't know if you've seen the video, where she was like, no one has ever seen me record, not even Timberland. No one has ever
I
seen
mean,
her record
it
a
makes
song in
sense.
a
It
booth.
makes sense
Mm,
because some people are of the belief, too many cooks spoil the broth. I need my own space. I need to be in my
yeah,
element.
yeah,
We can meet afterwards.
and
We can meet before, but during, I need
100%.
I
And
need my own space.
you can't control people's wavelengths and their energies. You can't be sure if they will align to yours, and if that's not aligned, I promise you that messes up my whole shit immediately.
Mm, mm.
So that's why I'd rather be alone, so that if the vibe is out, I can only blame me. But I can share a studio with Tsukudu because Tsukudu and I have basically created the sound together.
Yeah.
So, but I love collaboration. I believe that collaboration in anything, besides music, in anything, is the future. You have to
Mm,
work
mm.
together. You have to work together in order to achieve great things. So I'm very big with collaboration. There's a lot of artists I want to work with, um,
Yeah.
international and local. I'd like to work with Shane Eagle. That would be cool.
Okay.
Pretty Ugly, also cool. Um, I really enjoy MMK. I don't know if you know MMK.
No, I don't, but
Look him
okay.
up. He's super cool. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
Um, and then international Saba, Mick Jenkins,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Clement the Second. Yeah, the list goes on. But basically, these people are people that we kind of speak the same language musically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why for me, I just envision like greatness. But the time will come. Perfect timing. You can't plan it.
Yeah. You can't rush the process.
Exactly.
So, I mean, like I mentioned at the beginning, we are in the last week of Mental Health May. That
Yep.
doesn't mean we stop talking about mental health, but I mean, it's just Mental Health May.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, mental health is a challenge for everyone, right? In different industries.
Mm,
But I feel there's a unique set of challenges when you're visible so much, like in the music industry or in the film industry, when you're a public
mm,
figure of some sort and like you have a following and you
mm,
have to have these multiple identities because there's your music, there's I mean your craft, and then there's you as a person at home being Lita, just being Lita, you
mm.
know.
Yeah,
So in your experience, seeing like in your journey, do you think there's specific areas of the industry that are worse than others where mental health is a bigger problem? And do maybe have you maybe thought of ways to help combat that?
For me, with mental health, I think that first of all there needs to be a lot more conversations. But
Yeah,
besides the
true.
conversations, there needs to be more access to platforms. The
Mm-hmm.
conversations we're having, they haven't even thought about. You know, so it's very tricky to get on the same page, like get everyone on the same page. If we don't start at the bottom, we got to start there. So like some community outreach programs, like psychological, like not therapy programs for people
Mm-hmm.
in the townships, the people who don't have access to these things, and kind of like do like a pro bono kind of situation where people don't have to pay for it because they obviously won't afford it, because therapy, you have to go to therapy. So
Yeah.
for me, I just think more conversations with the young people, and also our parents need to also just listen to us. You know, the old people, the grown people, just need to allow us to teach them, help them unlearn some things, and yeah, it's really tricky, you know,
It
because
is.
not everyone's willing to listen, and not everyone is, you know, people, not everyone is genuinely listening. You know, people will just tell you they're listening and they're not. But
Yeah.
I think, you know, that doesn't mean we must stop. I think it's the bigger picture still needs to be fed.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously in spaces like, you know, when you're an artist in the music industry, I think it's our responsibility to talk about it. You know, even if it's not your whole style. You know, some
Yeah.
guys, you know, some men and some women love to talk about like other stuff. You know, maybe you just want to talk about party stuff. You just want to talk about like ignorant stuff. That's cool. There's a huge market for that. You know, but I think it's also a responsibility, like as a human being, to just
Mm,
maybe
mm.
just touch on the topic, talk about it, or maybe use your social platforms to just do some videos, talk to
Yeah.
people, talk to your followers. You know, let them know that you're also human and you're also going through the same things, and you also don't know all the answers. You don't have the answers. You're also looking for them. Let them know we can look together. There's so many things we can do. Like
Yeah.
one thing I'll tell you is that you will see. Like I will do it my way, and it will look natural, and at the same time I know it'll help me because I do battle with mental health. Um,
But then at the same
yo,
time, I feel like you do like you are speaking about it because a couple of your songs are very honest to that.
yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%,
Yeah.
and I'm not afraid. Like, you know, it's actually, once you stop caring about like how you look or how you sound, people relate more, and then they'll listen to you because it's like, oh, okay, this guy is just actually being genuine. He's being himself. He
Yeah.
actually wants to just offer some words, and don't tell people what to do. Just give them options and give them
Yeah.
healthy options. Yeah.
And I mean, if you have a following, there's some people who will only believe something exists once someone they look up to goes through it. So
Oh,
if
facts.
you,
Yeah,
as a
that's
public figure,
facts.
say, I suffer from anxiety or I suffer from this and this, and it's
Mm,
okay.
mm.
Only then will some child out there who listens to you be like, okay, so it's normal. What I'm feeling is normal. And
Yeah, and
I can
dude, I mean, like,
confront it. Yeah.
especially with our people, dude, you know how it is, bro. Like, you
Mm,
know, for us, I think we probably the first progressive bunch, if we're being honest.
yeah.
Because like our parents, I mean, I had to educate my parents a bit. You know, they weren't too ignorant about it, but you know, there would be, you know, those small moments when you tell them, ah, man, you know, I'm feeling kind of depressed. You know,
Mm,
I'm having like, you know, anxiety, and then they go, what do you mean, dude? Just go to church or pray.
yeah.
But sometimes it's not always about that, you know. So yeah, man, I just think
Yo,
we
hi.
need to
We are
push
going
this
through a lot.
progressive
We are going
attitude.
through a
Yeah, I
lot
know.
because we are trying to change things that we have learned for the past I don't know how many years. We're trying to change the narrative. We're trying to teach our parents. We're
Dude,
trying
it's
to
crazy.
be
Dude, you know we're
like
gonna be the
woo.
first. We're gonna be the first group
Yeah,
to kind of like have, like, when we have our kids, it's going to be different, bro.
it's
We'll
gonna
be
be
able to
different.
teach them everything from scratch. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
So
So
we need to pull ourselves together, but we are going through the most yo. But
yeah,
anyway,
dude. Look, life is not for the faint-hearted. Dude. That's one thing I'll
exactly.
tell you. If you're still alive, you're brave, bruh.
You're brave.
You've got courage. You've got courage, bruh.
And if you're still alive, it means you still have something to do. You have a purpose to serve.
Yeah, it takes courage to be here. It's not easy.
Yeah. So the other thing is, I mean, it's no secret that the entertainment industry is one of the hardest to break, like, and to
Yeah.
stay relevant in. How do you stay
Yeah,
focused and motivated on days where you feel like like it's not adding
well,
up?
for me,
I'm not able to can.
one thing I must be honest with you is that, Mina, Look, I grew up pretty comfortable, so I've got a little bit of privilege. So what I say
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, I say it because I'm being also don't want to say it as if um it's first of all, I don't want to say it as if it's difficult, but it's also not easy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
my especially in the context of the rap industry, like my come up has been different. It's been mine, and my struggles are more mental health related,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to financially related, but
Yeah.
I will say that the industry, yeah, it can be quite brutal, eh? But the thing is, I think if you believe in yourself, like you really
Mm.
have to just believe in yourself. um And the thing is, it mustn't feel like you're trying to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, and the thing is, for me, my mantra is I just don't give up. Like I don't. It's not in my vocab to do that.
Yeah.
So I just, if I do feel drained, like energy wise, I just
Mm-hmm.
take time. I take time, like off to recharge. I do some meditation, some praying. Um, But it's also just really, really important to affirm yourself. You need to affirm yourself. You need to actually look at yourself and say, you are like, I'm deep. I know I'm deep. I've got
Yeah.
this. I don't need to be
Yeah.
told. You know what I mean? You don't want to be fueled
Mm.
by compliments. You don't want to be fueled by validation. You got to fuel yourself, because
Yeah.
if you don't fuel yourself, the dark days will be very dark. They'll be extra dark. So, yeah, man, you just need
Self
to ride
love.
your own wave.
Self
Yeah, ride
love.
your own wave. And me, I always tell people, I'm not worried about whether I'm gonna make it or not because I'm sure about what I have. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sure about it. No one can take it from me. No one gave it to me besides
They can
God.
steal the recipe, but the sauce will never be the same.
100%, my sister. You see, you got it.
Yeah. So, when you're on in studio, when you're making music, when you're not working, what do you do for fun? How do you unwind? How do you have other creative outlets or hobbies?
I go to gym, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just like mainly to, yeah, just to like for my well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I spend time with my friends, my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watch a lot of movies, a lot of series. I go out, obviously. Yeah, I go out
Yeah.
sometimes. It's crazy though. Like these days, when I go out, I enjoy it more because I don't do it all the time. I don't do it as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Now it's like for networking, and when it's going out, like if I'm going out for pure pleasure, then I have a really good time. But I used to do it a lot. So these days I'm more, yeah, I'm more of an indoors person.
Yeah,
Spend a lot of
because
time
because
indoors.
the age clock has moved up, my brother. I mean, the bones don't agree
Yeah,
anymore.
dude. Dog, bro, I'm turning 28 in 2 weeks, bro. So for me, it's like the
Gone
bones
are the
need to rest,
days.
bruh. The bones need to rest a bit, but we're still young, dude. What? I'm still young, but for me, I just think I can enjoy my youth in different other ways. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Because I mean, when you're just stepping
different.
into like the 19s, the 20s, it's like it's all new. So you want to overdo
Bruh.
it and
And
binge
also,
on the
also the
fun.
hangover. Yeah, and the
Yo,
hangover is not that deep
okay.
these days. It takes
That's
4 days
another
to
topic.
recover. I'm telling you,
37
dog.
business
But yeah,
days.
but I think what else do I do? Hmm. Oh. So this for me is not doesn't count as doing something because I actually am never not doing it. I listen to
Okay,
music all day, every day.
okay. That's
I walk
understandable.
around
I
in
mean,
public with earphones on. Yeah, that's my thing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what do you hope your fans continue to take away from your music? Or what's the overall message?
Well, my core message is to find your light,
Mm.
whatever that is to you. And obviously, it's got to be a positive thing. So I just hope take they just take the positive like aspects of my music
Yeah.
and incorporate it into their own lives. And it just like it encourages them to want to find their own purpose, to find their own their own beat, to kind
Mm.
of yeah. I actually want to inspire people to be fearless, to be more vulnerable, um,
Okay.
and just be unapologetically yourself. There's nothing wrong with not being liked by everybody. I think it's more worrying if everyone likes you, because then it's like you're not
Yeah,
too sure who's being real or not, you know?
that is true.
So yeah,
That is true.
so please, I want people to find your light, find your purpose, and love. Always love your neighbor and be kind.
Mm.
Yeah,
And what
man.
advice do you have for a young person or even an old person listening to this and dreaming of becoming a musician or working towards?
I would say take your time. Don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and don't be afraid to spend time with yourself. Get to know
Mm.
yourself. It's very important to get to know yourself, to get to know yourself so you can know what you want, what you like, what you want to do, who you want to spend time with. But with like pursuing music, just remain authentic. Do not be someone else. Just be
Yeah.
you. Just do you. I promise you. It's crazy, and it's like the biggest cliche, but it's like once you do it, it slaps you in the face every day, because it's like, no one sounds like me. Even if not everyone likes me, no one sounds like me. So shout out to my individuality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I say, man. Don't give up on yourself, and just don't give up on music and love.
Awesome stuff. Any famous last words?
Oh, famous last words. Sometimes shining is not always about being seen.
Okay. Short and deep.
Uh,
Straight to
Short
the
and deep.
point.
I gotta go straight to the soul, bruh.
Yo, yo. So, before you leave us, do you want to entice us with something small from Shine?
Let me think. Uh, okay, I'll just do something from like the intro.
Okay.
Okay, switch up the tempo. I never miss yo. Check my credentials, eh? Hella religious about the vibes. I'll blow a fuse if you blow my high. Turn up a little. Fuck it, go yourself in the magic. Elastic, we massive. Expressive, no passive. They calling Bloomer a classic. Eh, I think that I can do more. I need to put in the work like ASAP Ferg. I need to honor my words. I had to, yeah, that's what I have so far.
Yes, 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 yes. I'm here for
so
this.
go, so go get Shine. It's on all digital platforms. The link is in my bio on Instagram and Twitter at new_Edison. Everything I've ever done in my career in that bio. You know what I'm saying?
And the link is in the description box to this episode. You know what to do to
Oh
get in touch with
yeah! Shout out!
New
Thank you,
Edison. Yes, that's what we do here.
thank you, Nkosi. Nkosi, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This has been awesome. I had a great time.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you, dude, and take care of yourself.
Thank you, you too. And thank you so much, guys, for tuning into that lovely Fresh Fridays catch up session that we just had with Lita, aka New Edison. Don't forget to check out the description box for his Instagram and the link you can click to access all his previous work and his latest EP titled Shine. The track at the beginning is Golden, and I'm leaving you guys with More by New Edison. Have a lovely, blessed weekend and ooh. Don't forget to vote for your girl because I entered a podcasters competition hosted by Anchor in collaboration with Roadcast. So do the things for your gal. The link is in the description box. The link is on my bio, on my socials. Please, please, please cast lovely votes for your girl. And don't forget to share with your friends, your parents, your relatives. Just share, support the girl, do the things that make the pots to be done. Anyway, that's my own piece to end this lovely week, to end this lovely mental health May. Like I said, have a blessed and lovely weekend. This is From Your Bean with the biggest love.
Okay. This is more like it now. This is more like me now. I feel like though, you're in a boat, feeling like lightning, energy voltage, everything brightening, energy focus. I need to focus, this is more like it, shorty a bonus, feeling like lightning, energy voltage. Whoa, this ain't no dream, this is my life now. Hey, I hope the spirit survive the lifestyle. Whoa, just hit the scene, I'm like Kaluuya, I'm Slim and the Queen. This ain't no acting, I really believe this really happening. Look what I did with the passion. Baby, I'm not only handsome, I flow like Havana. I usually tell you a story, but sometimes I fuck up the grammar. I forgot the punchline, ran out of answers. Never forget what the plan is. Ay, super elastic forever. This is more like it now. This is more like me now. I feel like though, you're in a boat, feeling like lightning, energy voltage, everything brightening, energy focus. I need to focus, this is more like it, shorty a bonus, feeling like lightning, energy voltage. This is more like it now. This is more like me now. I feel like though, you're in a boat, feeling like lightning, energy voltage, everything brightening, energy focus. I need to focus, this is more like it, shorty a bonus, feeling like lightning, energy voltage. Brody, let's face it, you cannot hold me. No, you can't catch me. Some of you basic, and most of you phony. I'm cut from a fabric that hasn't been made yet. Ain't even picked up the pace yet. Rather embrace than erase that. Don't wanna be flawless. I paid all my dues, then I paid her attention. She like my Nubian goddess. Everyone know who the god is. I don't hold back no more. I let it spark. We can play in the dark. I ain't scared of no bats no more. Cause I'm really a star. You can look at my heart. Tell me, what do you see? Hey, tell me, what do you see? This is more like it now. This is more like me now. I feel like though, you're in a boat, feeling like lightning, energy voltage, everything brightening, energy focus. I need to focus, this is more like it, shorty a bonus, feeling like lightning, energy voltage. This is more like it now. This is more like me now. I feel like though, you're in a boat, feeling like lightning, energy voltage, everything brightening, energy focus. I need to focus, this is more like it, shorty a bonus, feeling like lightning, energy voltage.